Scholarships you don't have to pay back. Student loans you do.
Scholarships, you're given money, but loans people lend you money and you have to pay it back.
They're basically giving, it's like a reward.
Scholarships you earn by being good in school or at a sport, and loans are you just get paid to do it.
The scholarships are just giving you money for like your strength if you're really good at doing something or you're in a sport, but the loans you're going to have to eventually pay off, which catches up a lot of people.
Scholarships depend on like how well the student you are and what your activities are sometimes, and money that you don't have to pay for. And loans you have to pay it back with interest too.
In order to make the most of cash flow in college, you've got to hone in on the specifics, like filling out your financial paperwork, researching scholarships and grants, and finding a part-time job. First up is the FAFSA, or the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. The FAFSA is your first step of receiving any kind of money for college. You can get started on the FAFSA as soon as your parents submit their tax information at the beginning of your spring semester of your senior year. That means you can fill them out as early as January or February, and the sooner the better, because some federal funding is awarded on a first-come, first-served basis. So don't forget to file your FAFSA early. Filling out the FAFSA helps the government determine how much need your family has when it comes to paying for college. Based on what they find, you'll be awarded student loans and possibly grants. Remember, student loans are bad news. Make sure you ask that student loans be removed from your funding. Grants, on the other hand, are golden. Federal grants, such as the Pell Grant, are free money that never have to be paid back, unless, for example, you withdraw from school. But double check with your college's financial aid office. Most states offer other grants as well. Another form of free money is scholarships. We talked about how to get good grades and high scores on your ACT or SAT. That helps you get scholarships. But there are plenty more ways we haven't mentioned. Your college or university probably offers scholarships for things like being on a sports team, past volunteer experience, leadership roles, ethnicity, religion, or your college major. Some community-based organizations like the Rotary Club offer college scholarships. Also, local businesses offer them for children of employees or employees themselves. Of course, you can also search online to find countless scholarships, ranging from silly to serious. Now, you might have to write an essay, which sounds time-consuming, but think about it. If you just spend 1 hour writing an essay that earns you a $500 scholarship, that's like 50 times the amount that you can make working 1 hour at a part-time job. The bottom line is this: applying for scholarships will make a dent in your college costs. If you get stuck at any point in the process, just stop by your college's financial aid office. You can always check out our tools and resources on foundationsu.com. Once you've chosen your school and have scholarships and grants rolling in, you may be all set. If not, that means there's still a little bit more work to be done. Okay, you might be thinking, isn't college supposed to be fun? Nobody said anything about working on top of school. Okay, hear me out. Did you know that 78% of freshmen plan to work during their college years? And students who work up to 20 hours a week earn higher grades than students who don't work at all? That's because working helps you develop good time management skills, which directly translates to your classes. Now, you can find jobs off campus that offer flexible schedules for students in a variety of roles, or you can work on campus in the library, the rec center, as a tour guide or a resident assistant. Some on-campus jobs can pay you directly, while others pay towards your tuition. Of course, the best way to be smart with your money is to follow the 5 foundations. That's because 8 out of 10 students who drop out of college drop out due to money. And if you do your research, apply for grants and scholarships, work while you're in college, have an emergency fund, and stick to your budget, you can be a student without a student loan and graduate debt-free.
Thanks for listening, America. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Next on the phones is Sarasota, Florida. Jim is calling. Hey, Jim, what's going on, man?
Hey, Dave. What's wrong with using student loans to help pay for college? Aren't loans okay as long as they're a good investment?
Well, I do agree with you, Jim, that a college education is a good investment because what you're really investing in is in you and in your future. We teach people to stay away from debt, period. And that certainly includes student loans. And the reason is your risk is increased. Here's the problem, Jim. Of the people that go to college, only 52 to 57% graduate. That means almost half the people that go to college with student loan debt come out without the degree and with the debt. Major problem. See, that equals risk. And you can't believe how many 32-year-olds I have talked to who are still struggling to pay off their student loan debt 10 years after college. And their student loan debt is dictating to them the type of career they can have because they can't afford to go out and do that job they want to do or open that business they want to open because they're stuck paying this loan. It saps the life out of you. And so while it sounds real sophisticated and real cool to call student loan debt good debt, it's really not, dude. Choose your college carefully to where you can afford to pay cash while you work your way through with your parents' help and getting scholarship help and those kinds of things. Thanks for the call.